Yes, crypto legends, are you worried the price of Bitcoin is currently dropping and we have seen some support at the $64,600? We're going to analyze the price action, the major levels, what are the next scenarios here. So make sure to stay tuned in this live stream because we are going to talk about the next possible trading scenarios. We talked about one yesterday and it did play out, guys. We need to talk about it right away on this live stream. Now, let me just go here quickly, say hello to the beautiful community right away before we go through the pure technical analysis and looking for those trading setups for Bitcoin. Guys, how is everybody doing? I can see Spaceland here already. Good afternoon. Gulf Shores, how are you? Good morning from the beach. Wow, you're watching the stream from the beach. Absolutely amazing. D Johnny, hello. DB, blood in the streets. Yes, there is. D Johnny, Colin, Jimmy, Arvin, Flonk, Bon, hello guys, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are in this amazing world. Let's go right away through the technical analysis. First of all, like always, I like to talk about what was mentioned yesterday. What I've been mentioning during the last few days was hitting that big major support level at the $64,600. We've been talking about this level for a long time, many days, looking for that potential swing failure pattern and getting an epic bounce of several $100s. We actually bounced over $1,000 exactly, wicking below $64,400. This was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Let me know if anybody got into this long position that was provided on yesterday's stream. We actually talked about it during the last 2-3 streams. Guys, this level is very important. We are going to get a bounce from that if we do wick back above the zone. This level was this higher low right over here. As you can see on the chart, the $64,600 and the price very early this morning. I didn't manage to catch that long position as I was sleeping. It happened at 4 o'clock in the morning. So what happened here is you claim that level. Why was this level so important? Why did we get that bounce of over $1,000? Giving you a really nice day trade setup. It was the 50% Fibonacci from these two pivots, okay, 50% and the 618. So when we take a look at fib levels here, from the low of the 10th of May to the high, and this pivot right over here, we had a lot of Fibonacci retracement confluence, the 50% and the 618, exactly where we have the first higher low from this major pump. That level is going to get a reaction and we are going to get a bounce. We were talking about a $500 bounce, at least a bounce to claim the lows from yesterday. So that's already giving you a $500-600 move on the price of Bitcoin to collect some quick profits. Get in, get out, protect position. If you get a little bit of more of a rise, then you're getting a little bit of more profits. But this is a scalp scenario. This is not a long trade and then expecting it to go all the way up to all-time highs. Of course, you could leave a very small position open. And if you do manage to rally, then obviously you're maintaining that position open as a swing long trade. But overall, it was a scalp day trade to get an instant reaction and get that bounce. We've been screaming about this level for a long time, guys. This SFP, we're going to get a bounce of a few $100s. So it's all about getting those levels ready, being ready, okay, on the possible setups, okay, and just taking those trading decisions. Let's go right away through the comment section. Let me know if you did get into this long trade, guys. This was provided yesterday on the stream. Let me know. I'm sure if you are from the US, you probably catch this. If you are more in Europe or Asia side, then it was either very early this morning or around about 6-7 a.m. in the morning if you're in the Asia side. Let me know, guys, if you did manage to catch that beautiful bounce of over $1,000 from this very technical level that we have been talking about. Now, if you missed that position, it doesn't matter because today's a new day. We're going to look for different scenarios. We're going to look for different levels of confluence to take that trading setup. Okay, so make sure to destroy that like button on your way in or on your way out, whatever you want. Just make sure to destroy the like button, guys. Share some love. before we go through the major technical levels on Bitcoin. You might think Bitcoin's boring, Bitcoin's dying, the bear market is just beginning right now, bull market is over. It doesn't matter, guys. We are looking for levels to trade, as you can see here from yesterday's live stream. And what happened? Hey, we got the bounce. We can zoom in on the lower time frame so you can analyze that bounce that happened perfectly, getting the reaction from that level, slightly dipping, okay, not even $100, just round about $100 from that level, creating that swing failure pattern so you can enter a trade here at this level and profit from this major bounce that has happened during early this morning, guys. We're going to talk about the major levels. That's why we're here, guys. The pure technical analysis. Understand where we at the moment, because I don't like this level one single bit. If we do lose this $64,600, we are very likely going to get a very strong collapse, okay? Could we have some fake outs? That is the question, because maybe if you are a breakout trader, you might think we're going to fill this massive candlestick, because when we get these fast price actions, right, and we do not leave any kind of support, do you know what happens? Because I do. We can see it here on the chart. When you have fast price action to the upside, once you break the lows of a major consolidation, you have major drop, as you can see. So once you get through these fast movements, look at this. When we fast forward here from April, going all the way here to the end of May, look at the epic move to the upside. Why? As soon as we broke this level, as soon as we broke this range where we have consolidations, we moved so fast to the upside? Because we did not leave any high volume nodes, no consolidations. Price moves fast when you've moved fast, okay, from the other side. So if you drop fast and then you form a consolidation and you're starting to break the local resistance levels, then you're likely going to have that big fast move. You've got a clear example right over here in the middle, right? Big fast move down, then big fast move to the upside. Why? Because you didn't leave any big major levels of support and resistance. And this is why this is a danger zone. We could get the price of Bitcoin dropping a few more $1,000 if this level does not hold. How do we know if it's going to hold or not, or if we're going to get a fake out? Well, to recognize a fake out, you need to get the fake out. We need to get that fake out. So we need to drop again to test the lows. We had a beautiful dead cat bounce here after testing the lows. And now it looks like that we want to retest today's lows. That is going to be the moment that we are going to take some decisions. I do not want any irresponsible trading here saying we are going to bounce at some point and I'm just ready to get into an epic swing long position. And then you got the price doing this potentially in the next coming hours, right? Or in between today and tomorrow, and you get an epic collapse of several $1,000s. You do not want to be underwater, guys. You know better. You are here to know better. You are here to manage your risk like a professional and know exactly where do you need to enter, recognizing the sign of strength or the sign of weakness of the bears. So what do we want to see here? Keeping it in a nutshell, very simple to understand for the viewers, is the price getting that drop here and not managing to break through, get an instant massive buying candle here, get a nice spike in green volume, get the bulls stopping this level, the low $64,000 range. We do not want to break through from this level because we are very much aware of the danger. We got a big, large candle here, big, fast move, all right? And this is what could happen. We could have a move as fast, all right? This was in a matter of a few hours that the price pumped from the $61,700 all the way up to $64,700, even higher. Very, very fast. In less than 24 hours, price rocketed over $5,000. Imagine getting a drop right now of round about $4,000 or $5,000 to the downside. We know that altcoins are bleeding. If Bitcoin gets a drop of $4,000 or $5,000, imagine altcoins. Imagine what are altcoins going to do, because altcoins are just getting absolutely wrecked, except for those good meme coins. You know, there are a few meme coins that are just doing 10, 20x during the last few weeks. They're very hard to spot. And if you enter late, obviously, on those meme coins that are pumping, you can get extremely wrecked, right? So we want to be very, very cautious here. We're focusing on the technical analysis, levels that we do know that are going to get respected, how to trade this market. We love Bitcoin because altcoins, meme coins, a lot of them are very pump and dumpy, right? And they're just a very dangerous game. So we are focusing here on Bitcoin. This is what we want to do. This is where we know how to make money, where those levels are going to be respected, like that level, guys. I told you I was going to come back on the next stream saying that this level is going to get a bounce. It's going to bounce a few $100s. We even bounced over $1,000. I told you I would come back tomorrow on the stream if we get that leg down to show you how this level was respected, right? And this is what we want. We want to say, hey, Andy, which is the next level that is going to get respected? Which is going to be the next epic level that is going to get respected? Well, I would be extremely cautious here. If we do move here beneath the $64,600 again, which we have a high probability because we just basically almost at the lows, right? Almost at the lows, unless we form something similar like yesterday. I was in a long position yesterday. Did manage to lock some profits with this pump at this level. We ended up in a swing failure pattern from the local highs. It's a liquidity game, right? It is a liquidity game. Look how the price action came back up here to this zone, right? Massive rally. And I just locked here the profits because I got into a long position at this zone a little late. Stop loss was at the lows. And as soon as we got above here, I was just banking most of the profits, realizing the resistance, realizing that we've almost tapped the low here to claim that liquidity. And that is very, very rare to come as, you know, too close, right? Just a few dollars away from hitting the low and price bounces. It's very likely that the price is going to reverse at some point to come and claim that low. And it did. So we created that swing failure pattern and came back down to the low, claiming that $64,600 and then getting an epic bounce. So it's a liquidity game, guys. We need to understand that we are in a local downtrend. Bitcoin is trending to the downside here locally. So no doubt that, you know, lower highs is something that we need to look for, and big levels of resistance, local swing failure patterns to the upside definitely are good trading setups in a downtrend. Better shorting than actually longing. However, you can long if you know exactly where to long, because this long got an insane bounce of over $1,000. So you could have got into that long. We just need to know where exactly we want to place those longs and those shorts. And as you can see, this is a liquidity game, guys. We come above the lower high, we come below the lower low and get the bounce. Okay, so it's all about claiming liquidity and rejecting, right? Because a lot of people might think, wow, we're going to get a successful breakout from this level right now, and then the price reverses. We're going to get a successful breakdown here. Oh my goodness, Bitcoin's bearish. This is doomed. We're going to, and maybe this is actually the last level of support to get that significant drop. And we have a lot of bearish sentiment, really, except for the fear and greed index, which is still in greed. We're going to go through that later on when we are taking a look at the news. So what I want to see here for a long trade, you know, despite this one, we talked about the long scalp, and then possibly, depending on the movement down, if we are going to get that recovery back above this major level, we can consider maybe a reversal. Okay, this is really a crucial level. I do not want the price action to successfully break beneath this higher low, because there's a big gap of no volume. So any long positions here, we need to be very, very, very cautious. Very, very cautious for the longs. No doubt that shorts are in your advantage in a downtrend, but you don't want to be the last guy shorting, right, as well. You don't want to be the last guy shorting before a potential reversal. So let's go right away. Alts are absolutely bleeding. I'm going to go quickly through the comment section. Now, like I said, for me, it's going to be very simple. I very much understand that we are in a crucial level. And I would have to see magic here of price recovering to believe that we are going to start getting a much larger move to the upside, okay, a bigger bounce. On higher time frames, it does make sense that we could get a much larger bounce. This is very one wavy, right? We've got a big downtrend for the last week, and it does make sense that we could be forming a small little uptrend to then form another downtrend here to the downside, and getting a bit of an ABC, right? A bit of a three-wave move to the upside. So it does look like that we could be ready for a relief rally, okay? When we take a look at the timing of this pump, it does make sense that this wave, all right, just looking at the timing of the wave, should be ending at some point unless we lose this zone and it gets an epic collapse. So it would make sense to actually bottom out at this level, get a fake out. If that fake out happens, we suddenly get a really good green volume on the 1 hourly, on the 15-minute time frame. We're going to see some punchy green volume here, with the bulls defending the level, to then me think, okay, the bulls are defending the level. They're likely want to push the price to higher levels. We are on the verge to claim those lows right now. Let's see how the price reacts, guys, because this is no doubt the last support. It is the last support. The drop here could be absolutely epic. Could be absolutely epic, or it could be fake out. And if it fakes out, then we can consider, all right, a possible recovery on the price of Bitcoin. We are not going to talk about levels to the upside. Well, we are actually. We need to talk about levels to the upside, no doubt. If we do, okay, a sign of local strength here for the price to get a larger recovery, no doubt is the $67,000. This is the major resistance that we've been talking about for the last few days. It's the value area low from this trading range that we formed in between May and June. This range over here, the value area low, has been providing resistance the last few days. We can see it on the chart. We cannot manage to get above $67,000. Okay, I understand that is resistance. Can you talk about what do I need to do, or how can I look for a possible setup? I understand that this is levels resistance, but this information is not going to make me profitable. So what do I need to do? This is why you're here. You are here to exactly know what you need to do. So we're going to go through that right away. It is also the $67,000, just quick note here, the point of control in between March, okay, and June. This entire range of over 3 months, the point of control is here at 67K. So as long as the price is below $67,000, this is very bearish. We got a very strong downtrend created during the last week. However, the price, a sign of strength would be breaking through here $67,000. Breaking above $67,000 would be a clear sign of strength of the bulls, and this is a zone where we could be looking for some long trades, okay, and follow the momentum till we actually find a resistance consolidation level where the price could reverse, such as the point of control of this range in between May and June, sorry. Okay, so sign of strength. There could be some long setups here looked for, okay. Wow, Bitcoin. We are just testing the low right now. This is the moment. This is the moment for the bulls to step in, because the drop here can be insane. We could potentially see a major drop during this live, unless bulls start to step in right now in the next coming minutes and gets an epic recovery. Very interesting to see. Very interesting to see, because I know the charts, guys. I know the charts. This is a zone where it's crucial, and the major drop down can be epic. You could be going to 61,000, even 60K levels very, very easily based on this price action. There's basically a big fat nothing support burger here. So we could get, bulls need to step in. And I think they definitely have a chance. This zone needs to hold. If we start recovering here in the next coming hours, it will be looking pretty good. I will be looking for long positions once we see that sign of strength, big recovery, back above 64,600. We want to start hitting $65,000. You know, get a nice recovery. Then with high volume, we're going to be paying attention to the volume, that volume stopping this level to then possibly get the reversal for the next coming days. So it's a level where we need to remain patient and see that sign of strength. If we were to drop down, what are the next levels? Because I am personally not interested in any long positions beneath this level, at least till we get to the low 61K levels. And the main reason why is this one. We have a big move to the upside, and when we have these big moves to the upside or to the downside, we can move as fast. So this is a zone where it's very difficult. You could get the bounce out of nowhere and buying pressure, a lot of limit orders getting in here, and then the price recovering very, very aggressively. However, for me, it is not a zone. Based on my trading strategies and analysis, I cannot get into a long position at this level, okay? At the zone in between 62K and 64K. I cannot get into a long position in this zone purely based because there's no support on the chart. So if we were to get an epic collapse, say that suddenly the price is dropping, nobody knows what to do, and you're just running around, okay, we're like a chicken with no head and just panicking and not knowing, you know, where could the price could find a reaction. Well, we're looking all the way down here at $61,400. That is if the price does get a major collapse in the coming days, right? Between today, tomorrow, if this level does not hold. This is a crucial zone. The 61,400 is very far away still, but we could move down there very, very fast. It's a weekly level. It's a weekly close and open that has not been tested. That weekly close and open is basically the first and second week of May. You can see that weekly close and open right over here. This zone could definitely provide some kind of support. Now the question is, do we have any other confluence at that zone? Well, let's pull here the fixed range volume profile from the start of this consolidation till the very end, and let's analyze this range where we're currently at. We have the value area low. We have a high volume node value area low here at the $63,500. Something that we could be definitely aware of, no doubt. This is for me a fresh level. These resistance points that we did have the first and second week of May, you can see when we formed this very dodgy inverted head and shoulder. Well, it's not that dodgy. It looks pretty good, actually. We have this inverted head and shoulder right over here, providing this big resistance at $63,400. That is when the candle here got a massive breakout. So we got the inverted head and shoulder playing out very nicely, providing the resistance exactly at $63,400. That is where we do have the entire value area low of this big range that we created since the beginning of March. We can take it into consideration, especially if we find right now a Fibonacci retracement confluence from the most important pivot lows, which is this one and this one right over here. Pivot low from $56,000 and pivot low from $60,000. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci retracement right away and see if we see here at the value area low at 63,500. Let's see if we do get some Fibonacci retracement confluence. We are still currently at the 618, no doubt from that level. We're getting a bit of a bounce at the moment. Price is bouncing, so we just test the lows and it's currently getting a little bit of a bounce. No Fibonacci confluence here. The 7/8 Fibonacci is slightly lower from this value area low. From this pivot, let's take a look at Fibonacci retracement from this pivot low to the pivot high on higher time frame. Yeah, we also don't have the 618. It is very, very low. So Fibonacci retracement is well below the value area low of this trading range, okay? And basically the highs here from this inverted head and shoulder. I wouldn't expect too much support here. We're just going to have to see some magic price action for me to say, okay, this is holding, right? We're going to have to start forming some double bottoms, going sideways to me to believe that the price could get a reversal. Let's focus on the lower time frames right now, because Bitcoin is actually getting a little bit of a bounce, a couple of $100, a few $100 here. So we tested the lows, we tested the local lows, and it is getting a bounce. So we did create an internal swing failure pattern here. Not the greatest. I mean, you need to be quite aggressive. You need to be aggressive. You could obviously enter, you test the lows, claim the liquidity, snipe a long trade, and now you're riding a possible trade to higher levels. I would be quite defensive. If this rolls down and continues like this, it will not be looking good. However, you know, if you do get that punchy price action right now, with high volume, if we get high, yeah, there we go. We've got the high volume. This is actually a good sign. This is actually a pretty good sign. We've got a big spike in volume looking at the 15-minute time frame at the lows. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see here. So in the next coming 1 to 2 hours, I'm going to analyze the local situation here. If we start moving here to the upside, we're getting a recovery. Then we come down and we start consolidating. We're not, you know, the downtrend is losing steam. We're stopping here. We got a high volume node stopping the price here at $64,500. It was an aggressive long position. You could have got into an aggressive quick entry right there. Stop loss at the low. Be defensive. Minimize your loss. Okay. Start being protective here at the low. If you kind of catched this swing failure pattern, and just be aware that the price could bounce and come back down to the zone. Now, this is going to be interesting. If we do come back, if we do recover nicely, this is going to be my game plan in the next coming hours. Price recovers, right? The bulls have stepped in here at this level. Then we come down. I will be paying attention on that retracement as a back test. Okay. I will be looking at the back test of that level and then looking for a potential short trade. I had 𝗖𝗿𝘊, he is an insane trader. Okay, he is an insane trader. I got him here in the comment section. Thanks 𝗖𝗿𝘊 for joining the stream. He's been providing me some today. He has been sharing with me some trades that he entered. Absolutely epic, 𝗖𝗿𝘊. He got into a short position here at this range. He got into a long position here. He's an absolute beast. He's an absolute beast on the technical analysis and looking for the trading setups. And he shared with me today his setups. And he basically entered a short position when we have the point of control of the range, which is a very smart short position. Shout out to you, 𝗖𝗿𝘊. I'm calling you out here on the stream because your analysis and your trading setups are insane. Point of control of the entire range between, basically the point of control between March, okay, April and May and June. This level over here, the point of control, we got the reaction. We created a swing failure pattern, failed auction from the local highs here of yesterday. But where he traded was basically the rejection point here, the break of this mini uptrend structure, and he got into this 618 Fibonacci retracement from this pivot high to the pivot low, shorting right over here. Absolutely epic, making absolute killing on the short position. And then where he entered here was on the double bottom at that $64,600, the level that we were mentioning on yesterday's stream to get the epic bounce. Well, he was sharing, of course, that he did enter that long position. So we got the Bitcoin bulls maintaining this level. We just tested, grabbed some liquidity. We are getting the move, baby. We got a significant amount of volume. This is what I like to see here with the wick. Get that volume kicking in. This is the bulls defending this zone. Next coming hours are going to be very interesting. If we start getting some steam here to the upside and we start retracing, this could be no doubt a zone where we're just finding its end. All right, we're going sideways, we're maintaining this level of support, and we're going to start getting epic recoveries in the next coming hours, couple of days. Looks very interesting. It was an aggressive long position. It wasn't aggressive. classic swing failure pattern. Claim that liquidity, bam, get into a sniper long trade, right? And expect the price to get some nice momentum. We've got the VWAP here. Anybody that is getting into trade here as a scalp, we love VWAPs because if you're getting into local swing failure patterns, you're just claiming the low, bang, sniper trade, stop loss at the low, you're recovering here. VWAP is already a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Bang, you're banking. You've got a pretty nice bounce here of over $500 right now. We're going to stay cautious. We're just about to test the VWAP. If we do get above the VWAP, that will be a really, really nice sign of strength here for the bulls for the next coming hours. Looking pretty good. Let's see how that VWAP is going to reset here. Let's see how it's going to test. Are we going to get a consolidation, possible rejection from that VWAP? Very, very likely. We're already getting that quick reaction at the VWAP. Let's go through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community. As always, guys, how is everybody doing? Aditya, thanks for joining the stream. Absolute machine, sharing his trading setups today. Absolutely crazy. Done better than me during the last 24 hours. That is for sure. Only 73 likes, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button, you lazy boogers. Make sure to destroy the like button if you enjoy the content, the technical analysis, the education, the levels. VWAP getting the resistance at the moment. VWAP getting that resistance. Getting a little reaction. Let's go right away. Liquidity keeps moving lower. What has been moving lower, okay, is the price with insane local bearish CVD divergence. All right, we have been forming bearish CVD divergence consistently during today's downtrend, all the time, just continuing to form higher highs, okay, on the CVD at certain points. All right, we have certain points creating higher highs, and the price action just creating lower highs. Obviously, very, very bearish. We got here in the blue, very aggressive, higher highs here on the rest of exchanges as well, meaning that there are buyers here, right? That you got retail buyers coming in here, and yeah, the price just coming down to test the lows and test the lows. This is the beauty of CVD. CVD tells you where the small fish are, basically, right? It just gives you, it just tells you where there is people longing, okay, when you form higher highs on the CVD and price action is forming lower highs, you know that the lows could be claimed very, very fast. People wanting to buy here, thinking that the price is going to form a higher low and go to the upside, right, or claim these highs. And they're just consistently being pushed down by much larger players, okay, and then finally down to the target zone, right? The main reason why we get big bounces at these levels is because people are interested in buying at the lows and also to take profit. So all of those people that are shorting the market here with this dead cat bounce, they are targeting the lows. They are targeting the lows. If we do get a lot of selling pressure here, well, that is another thing. But basically, people that are shorting the market here, right, especially big players, they are targeting the lows. And this is why what happens here is this is a take profit area. This is a take profit area. So you get these big market makers taking big profits here and potentially flipping into a long position, getting also those people that are looking to long here, expecting a higher low right there and to claim those highs, right? Basically form a higher low. You're getting people longing, and that is basically great liquidity for those big players pushing the price down. You sweep up the liquidity, they've taken profits, you've wrecked the people that were longing, and then time to push the price here to the upside, right? This is just a swing failure pattern explanation. Let's go. Patterns, bro. By the way, God bless you, Andy. Picks, 63K dependent. Liquidity keeps moving lower, he says. Picks the muzzle 3. Nice bull market, says Crypto King. Someone has to be exit liquidity for the big players, unfortunately. Yeah, absolutely. It's going up. Yes, sir. It's getting resistance at the VWAP right now. We just formed a local swing failure pattern, double bottom. Nice for a scalp. This is, these are very good for scalps. You're aiming for the VWAP. These are very, very good, nice trading, scalping setups. Nice move of $500 here, actually, very, very fast. Claiming the low, move up to the VWAP resistance. You long and you take profit. That is it. You don't know if you're going to reject here and come down very aggressively again, or you're going to break through. You don't know. So we need to be technical. We need to be, okay, not the liquidity, right? Not the liquidity for the market makers. We want to, as soon as they are taking profit and they are looking to enter long positions, you want to jump in at the reversal with them, and you want to get into it. You want to get out at a technical level, such as the VWAP. VWAP is a very good tool for scalping. Okay, it's insanely respected, as you can see here. Just yesterday, when we got that move to the point of control of the range between March and June, we got the retracement, and where did we exactly hit and got a bounce? The VWAP. VWAP is very, very powerful tool for scalps, and it's just a moving average. It's a volume weighted average price moving average, which is very, very good for scalping. Please bottom for Bitcoin. My alts are destroyed. Guys, my altcoins are in the red as well, okay? This is what you get when you buy altcoins. This is what you get, right? However, there is good news. There is good news. We are likely to continue the bull run, okay? In the next coming months, maybe the summer is going to be a little bit choppy. It does not look extremely great, but this is the moment, guys. I will share the chart of the total 3 market cap, and I will share with you how we are still very, very early to even think about an epic bull run. Meme coins is another story. Meme coins are doing their own thing, okay? We're not going to be paying attention on meme coins. They just do their own thing. They're either pump a 10x in a few weeks, or they get absolutely wrecked and drop 90%. So very, very risky, okay? It's really, really a big gamble if you want to get into meme coins. However, good altcoin projects, a lot of them are getting such an epic pullback. I am bearish on Chainlink, and if I'm bearish on Chainlink, that means I need to be bearish on most of the altcoins. I've been doing a little bit of, easy, simple understanding of the timing and Elliott wave theory here on Chainlink. Since we created the wave 3, I was very much predicting the target zones here above $20 when we were trading here in December at the $13, $14 range, understanding that this was a third wave. We're going to form a 5th wave, bang, bang, up and down. Still in that short trade position on Chainlink here from the $18 range. We just beautifully hit the 618. Very, very easy. Chainlink analysis looks pretty legit for the moment. So what I'm expecting Chainlink to go below $12. I've been saying this for many, many weeks now, even a few months, coming back down beneath that A wave low. That is the moment that I will consider buying very aggressively some more Chainlink, okay? Buy the pullback. This is the zone where it's likely going to bottom out in between $8 and $12. This is the buying zone, and then this is the basically what I'm expecting here to the end of the year, right? Potentially Q4 start recovering of 2024, and then Q1 or Q2, in between Q1 and Q2 of 2025. That is when we're going to start seeing some fireworks. That's when we're going to start seeing some fireworks, guys. It's all about the timing. It is very much expected, this bleed on the market. Very much expecting this for a lot of the altcoins. Now, there are some altcoins that are bleeding more. Some are getting delisted on Binance. Then we got some projects that, the CEO had to liquidate their tokens, and the tokens dropping another 30%, right? Such as CRV. We got these events that are not helping, of course, on specific projects. But it's all good. It's all good, guys. This is all part of the game. We are still inside of the bull run. I'm going to share that with the total 3 market cap. This is what I shared here. Okay, looking at a possibility after this retracement. All right, this is what I want to make you understand, that it took 168 weeks to break the previous all-time high on the total 3, right? This is altcoins. We've had an epic rally for 6 months. We are spoiled. We are spoiled. We only want things to go up and up and up. And we need those bloody, okay, pullbacks. We need the bloody pullbacks. They're just nothing more than healthy corrective moves. This hasn't even corrected down to the 382 Fibonacci from the low to the high, right? We're just about hitting the 382. Could easily go 50% or 618. That would be a healthy corrective move, and that would be devastating for more altcoins, right? Because altcoins are bleeding a lot. And Bitcoin hasn't dropped that much, to be honest, right? Imagine Bitcoin going to 50K, right? Imagine Bitcoin dropping $15,000. Where are altcoins going to be? Woo, my goodness, we're going to get an epic drop. It will be crazy. It will be crazy if we do get that drop of Bitcoin of another $10,000, which could happen, right? We just need to be ready for the event. So right now we don't have to repeat this cycle. This might even take longer because it's a much more mature market, right? There's more money. Bitcoin's a much more mature market. It's over $1 trillion market cap. So it doesn't mean that we need to exactly have 162 weeks to break the highs, okay, from the previous cycle. Nothing repeats to the exact date. It's just showing you that we are early still. We are early. We're getting a pullback, and I do expect this pullback to continue on the total 3. But overall, bottoming out in between July, August, potentially September. Usually September is quite good for, investors come back from their summer holidays. They start investing again, right? And you should be getting that nice recovery on risk on assets, unless we are entering a big epic recession, right? We cannot predict this. We do not know if there could be a big recession happening, right, in the next coming months. We do not know. So overall, not too worried. I think this is just bringing a great opportunity. I am just waiting very patiently to buy Chainlink at below $12. Let's see if we do get that move down in the next coming weeks. I'm going to go through the comment section. Just a quick note, if you are interested in trading, you do have Bybit. For me, it is the #1 crypto trading platform. You got an insane exclusive bonus with the link down below in the description. Okay, guys, you do have that exclusive bonus on Bybit, a 20% fee reduction. But if you cannot trade on Bybit based on KYC restrictions, you have bluffing, which is no KYC, and it's going to be for a long time, no KYC. I spoke to the CEO and he said, we are not going to be KYC for a long time. So that's really cool because you just with an email and a password, you can sign up, start trading in a matter of minutes, and you got the biggest bonus that there is available, which is $80,000. This $80,000, you'll be getting airdrops. The more you trade, the more you deposit and trade, you get airdrops to your futures exchange, okay, guys? So make sure to take advantage of that bonus. I got people coming into me saying, hey, I just got an airdrop of $1,000 on bluffing. I said, yeah, that is part of the sign up, okay? Part of the sign up. You're starting to trade and you're getting those airdrops. So I entered a 75x isolated at 64,700. Good entry, but risky. Move due to a massive leverage. Yeah, well, it's an acceptable long entry. This is no doubt. You've claimed the lows. You're creating a double bottom swing failure pattern. It's not too late. I would say that this area is not too late to enter a long position. You're actually pretty good. You're actually pretty good. I would be quite defensive. What we need to consider here on this bounce is maybe you could form a lower high and come back down to test the lows. Okay, not the lows, potentially not the lows, but overall back test the lows here from this morning. Okay, that is definitely a scenario that could happen. Now, what we can see here, and this is something I was talking about in the Legends trading community, would it be nice to sweep up these highs? But we were talking about the possibility in forming 5 waves here to the downside in the Legends trading community, which is basically, it looked pretty obvious that we formed, okay, let me load here Discord. and just to share with you the analysis that we were talking about in the trading community today, because we had a one wave since we created that rejection from the $67,000 yesterday. You can see a beautiful pullback. Okay, we're getting a pretty nice bounce here, pretty nice bounce. Bitcoin, we got the bulls, we got the high volume. This is good. This is looking pretty good. Any retracements, I will be paying close attention in the next coming hours. If we do get an epic bounce from here, I'll be paying attention to the retracement here, guys, okay? Because what could happen, and I'm going to explain this right away, so you want to stay tuned. I was talking about this movement. We got a big move to the downside. Guess where we hit here with this third wave from that lower high yesterday. Guess where did we hit? Well, we did hit that major level for that bounce that we mentioned during the last few days, but it was the 1.618 extension looking at Fibonacci, right? Look at this, from the pivot high here at $67,300. We got the move down, extension, 1.618, bam, absolute beauty. These waves are just crazy. When you can spot the third wave, oh my goodness, if you can spot the second wave, to form the third wave, you're making bank. You're making bank. You get into the biggest move of a wave, right? Of the 5 waves, usually the third wave being the biggest one, obviously. So yeah, this was very technical, very nice. As we're getting this recover, okay, as we're recovering right now, you might think, oh, I missed a long position. You know what now? What I will be analyzing, if you do form these 5 waves to the downside, I like it. I like it for the price to come all the way up to the highs of today. That is a target zone depending on the retracement that we form now in the next coming hours. So what is crucial to understand here is I am looking for an ABC scenario. And the A wave could already hit the highs, okay? So it would be nice to top out here somewhere at the 61878, get a bit of a pullback down. That pullback down is the moment I want to be paying very close attention. That is the moment that we need to focus. We need to learn how the price moves. If you move to the upside very fast here, you're sweeping up, up some lower highs of today. You're sweeping up all of the lower highs from this downtrend of the last few hours. If we move up without claiming today's highs at $65,800, what we need to pay attention here is the retracement down. How is the price going to pull back? Okay, if we top out at some point here now in the next coming minutes and we start moving down, we need to focus on how the price moves here to the downside. What we want is a 3-wave structure in the next coming hours, okay? Getting that movement to the downside, forming a wedgie structure, consolidating, right? Bit of a descending channel, descending wedge, bull flag, however you want to call it, but based on a 3-wave move down, okay? So that is what we want to focus on here, because what could happen is that you're going to form a higher low, be paying attention at the 50%, 618 Fibonacci, and look for that potential rise to sweep up these highs. That is the target zone. This is going to be the target zone. So you might think I'm in a long position already, and then you get the price. It happens many times where you're in the long position here, got a beautiful entry from that swing failure pattern from these local lows, and then the price suddenly starts coming back down to your entry, right? And then you're like, oh, what should I do? Should I exit? Should I take profit? Should I protect position? Well, we're going to have to analyze here this, the possible movement to the downside, because if it is going to be 3-wavy, that is the moment I would expect a higher low and the price to sweep up these highs over here, okay, in a classic move here to the upside in a corrective structure. Now, the question is, will it form a corrective move to the upside? Because when we zoom out on the higher time frame, let's zoom out on the higher time frame here, legends, and understand, could this be the low, right? I don't want to get too excited with this pump, right? I want to ask the community. I want to ask you on a poll. Great educational content. Yes, sir. Aditya. Yes, sir. Sure. Andy, all-time high from here. Philip, very much a possibility. We are still bullish. We are still bullish. I'm going to ask the community. I'm longing at 64,600. Am I safe? Tom, you're in an epic long position. If you did long that swing failure pattern, then you are in a very good long position. You're in a very good entry point. I would, the question is this the low? Okay. When we're looking for long positions at this area, depending if you're scalping or if you're swing long position, if you're looking for a swing long position here, you got an epic entry. Depending on how much you're risking, I'm not sure if you're risking, I don't know, 1% of your portfolio or 5% or 3% with high leverage. If you're using high leverage and you're insane profits right now, if you're in insane profits, no doubt I would consider, taking some off the table. De-risk, take some profits, and if you think that this is the low, which it could be, we're gonna need a little bit of more price data here. We need a little bit of more choppiness. We need some signs of strength reclaiming certain levels, but it could be the low. And the main reason why this could be the low is because of this very, very complex structure here. Even though I do see a recovery and finding resistance here and then getting a move down. So I want to be a little bit cautious. The price, however, is bullish. Guys, we need to understand from that low here from May, we have formed 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, okay? And you could arguably discuss that this has been the 4th and this is the 5th. And right now, we either formed a very, very complex, okay, corrective structure here with WXY, right? 3 wave, 3 wave, 3 wave, very, very complex down here. And this is the low, and we're going to start pumping in the next coming days. I don't think that is the case. I don't think that is the case based on the timing. It does look like that any recovery here from this point should likely form a lower high and come back down. And then is the moment that we want to be extremely bullish just based on the waves. There is, it's just a very, 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 very complex corrective structure happening here during the last week, basically. Price of Bitcoin getting a nice bounce. Whoever got into that long position, guys, based on the double bottom swing failure pattern, just make sure to pay yourself. It's bounced over $700 from that pivot low of today. So hey, take some off the table. Take some off the table. We're gonna have to analyze the next coming hours how the price is going to move down here. If we move down in a 3-wave structure, no doubt I am looking for a higher low. If we form bullish CVD divergence, right, we're going to be paying attention here on the CVD. If we suddenly get the price action, getting a corrective move down, and we get lower lows formed on the CVD, higher lows on the price action, that is going to be looking pretty good, especially if we form a 3-wave move here to the downside. Okay, if we form a 3-wave move, that is when we are speculating here for an A, a B, and then a C. Sweep up those highs, claim that liquidity. It's a liquidity game, guys. It is a liquidity game. And what this means, if we've claimed the lows of today, right, we're probably going to claim the highs of today as well, right? Look what happened yesterday, and yesterday was a little bit of a trap zone. It was a little bit of a trap because you front runned, and I actually longed here, guys, and I almost got stopped out. We front run the lows from last Friday, and we got the liquidity here. We formed very strong bullish CVD divergence locally here at the end. But what a big trapper. What a trap. You got people people selling, and then woof, massive short squeeze. This was basically a short squeeze event. A $2,000 pump in a matter of a couple of hours, and then straight back down early this morning. It's all about claiming highs and claiming lows. So we've claimed these local lows. Now this pullback is something that we want to take into consideration. We want to see Nice slow movements here. Nice slow movements. Not too much pressure. And that is something that I will be analyzing here the next coming hours. See if we do form bullish CVD divergence, a sign of support. Okay, we could even come all the way down to back test that low and then get the recovery and claim this high. Okay, so it's a scenario that could happen. What is another scenario? If we do get a solid breakout, from here, boom, and it looks super insanely aggressive, there's no doubt if we move up here now very aggressively, okay, so we formed a one wave to the upside, and just for speculation, we're consolidating, and then we form a higher low and we have a massive blast through. If the price manages to form a 5 wave move structure here in between today and tomorrow, right, in the next couple of days, this is going to be looking bullish. It will be looking very, very bullish. The pullback that is formed after forming a 5 wave impulsive move to the upside here, even though if it's swing failure patterns from the highs of yesterday, okay, you get that move to the upside and you get an epic corrective move. If you form these kind of waves to the upside, 5 waves, you're looking for a corrective structure. You might, oh, we just swept the highs again and we're coming back down to the lows. Bad news. If we form these kind of waves, have clear pivot highs, clear pivot lows, looking at the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute, 15-minute locally here for the next coming days, then if we detect those pivots, okay, and count them properly, and we extend the 1.618, all right, and we just analyzing here the 618 Fibonacci, we know we'll be looking. We need a little bit of more data here to speculate a possible recovery, because this could have been just a dead cat bounce, right, from testing the low, and now the price is just going to start dropping very aggressively. So the next coming hours are going to be crucial to understand if we are going to get the recovery. Like I said, if we form in the next coming hours a 3-wave structure to the downside and we form bullish CVD divergence, we could be back testing the lows, and I would be looking for the highs at $65,800 to be claimed. If you are in a long position, like I said, I would consider maintaining some of that long position. If you got an epic entry at 64.6 or 64.7 like we do see here in the comment section, I would be holding some of that long to get above 65,800, which is basically today's highs. That is where you want to take profit, especially if you swing failure pattern. If you claim the liquidity of the highs and you get a rejection and you're in this long position, you want to get out. You want to get out. You don't want to ride the profits all the way down. Just get out. You don't know if you're going to pull back and then break through. You don't know if that's going to happen. You want level to level trading. So if you're in that long position and you swing failure pattern from the highs of today at 65,800, you want to get out. You want to get out. Don't be late. Don't hope for a recovery. You've swept liquidity here. You could come back down to the lows. Okay, so it's understanding where you need to get profits very aggressively. US dollar pump dump incoming. What's happening with the DXY? S&P 500. S&P 500 all-time high. S&P 500 at all-time high. We've got the dollar index getting a little bit of a pullback during the last few hours. Very nice. This is also has to do with this recovery, I imagine. You know, dollar index losing during the last 2 hours, a little bit of, yeah, just getting a bit of a pullback here. Let's go through the comment section. I longed Lido at $2. Absolutely wonderful. Bounce it, baby, says Joni. Absolutely wonderful. I'm in a long position from 64,600. Absolutely epic. You got an epic entry right there. Make sure to pay yourself. Take some profits. Nobody got broke by not taking profits. Okay, so you need to take those profits. Let's go through comment section. Before we go, let's ask a poll. Is the bull market over, guys? Is the crypto bull market over? Let's do a poll here. I want to know the opinion of the community. I want to know, your opinion, guys. Is the bull market over? Let me know. I'm going to say crypto or Bitcoin. Bitcoin slash crypto. Bull market over, guys. Let me know right away, yes or no. Is the Bitcoin crypto bull market over? Let me know in the poll. I want to know your opinion, because I do feel bearishness from the people. There's quite a lot of people saying it's over, we're going down, see you in 2-3 years, right? The bull market is, poll it, says Liberty. The poll is done. You guys let me know right away. What do you think? Is bull market over? Let me know. Anyway, we've gone through some major technical levels, some major scenarios. Let's see how the price does retrace from this point. We could be retracing here. If it does retrace in a nice three-wavy structure, it's going to be looking pretty good to kind of re-enter, right, as a back test from today's lows. Let's take a look at liquidity. Where is their liquidity? We basically claimed that small liquidity that we had right over here. Almost. Yeah, well, we still left some liquidity here, but it's not much. It's very, very low. Just looking at the liquidity map here, legends. Can you guys see? Really not much liquidity. We've sweeped a little bit, a few hundred million. We do have a couple of 100 million here at $67,300, but there's still a lot of liquidity here beneath 64,300. There is still quite significant amount. Several hundred million if we were to get an epic drop and just sweep up all of those long liquidations. Stay cautious, guys. Let's take a look at some news and some scenarios. I think that a lot of people, okay, let's check the votes here from the poll. Is the Bitcoin crypto bull market over? Over 100 votes already. We have 73% of people saying no. 27% of people are saying yes. Crypto's bull market is over. Bitcoin crypto bull market is over. I think a lot of people are right now in a disbelief phase, right? I still maintain my words from the last few months, because I was saying, guys, this is the first leg up. The best example is taking a look at Chainlink. Chainlink for me was such a clear example. I was basically called the bottom on Chainlink during 2023 because of this accumulation. I was saying, look, if $5 is not the bottom, $4 will be the bottom. But this is a massive accumulation zone. And what I wanted to make the people understand is we are going to get an epic run, and we are going to get an epic corrective move. I will get that live stream ready. This was from 2023. And I was basically drawing on the chart saying, look, we're going to pop out at some point in the coming months. These levels are great to buy. But after that breakout, we are going to see an epic move down. And that is going to be the disbelief stage. I will look for that video. It has to be somewhere around, Q1 or Q2 of 2023, explaining the altcoins, explaining the move that is likely to happen, and making you understand that this is going to be a disbelief stage. When you take a look at Chainlink and you zoom out and you put the disbelief chart, right? You get an epic bear market, 2022, anxiety, denial, panic, 2023, anger kicks in, depression, right? And then you have the first big major pump, which is that disbelief rally. It's that disbelief rally. You get people excited, okay? Well, you get people excited when you start correcting, okay? When you start correcting, you get people in doubt, okay? Not when you're rallying. When you're rallying, we're excited, right? The last few months, we've been pretty excited. Epic bull run, meme coins making huge returns. And then you start correcting very aggressively. Now is when disbelief kicks in. Now is when disbelief kicks in, okay? When you start correcting from the first wave of a breakout of a major bear market. This has been the first major breakout. First major breakout. Disbelief needs to kick in, guys. We need that washout. We need that retracement. It's just going to be healthy for the market. Get people in doubt. Get people panicking. Altcoins bleeding. I told you guys that the second largest opportunity, the second and last opportunity is basically here in the next coming months, right? These months is the last opportunity before things kick in crazy. That's the moment you want to get out, okay? So we had two opportunities. It was part of 2023, 2022 and 2023. And then the second opportunity is going to happen now in, these months. These months is your second opportunity. You got two opportunities in the run. Choose wisely your cryptocurrencies. Have some risky ones. I have some risky ones, guys, that just got wrecked. I'm happy with that, but they're only like 2-3% of my portfolio. Chainlink is over 10% of my portfolio, so I'm risking big on Chainlink. So yeah, basically, this is gonna be the second opportunity, the second and last opportunity for reaccumulation before things start kicking off very aggressively. I'm going to be getting the heck out once we get these big massive pumps, guys. Okay, so not to worry. This is where we want to buy, right? When we take a look at the previous bear markets from any cryptocurrency, cryptos look dead. They look dead before they look exciting. No, obviously people like, yeah, this is dead. The bear market's over. When you take a look at Cardano, for example, who the heck wants to buy this? Who the heck wants to buy this when you're trading, right? This coin looks dead. This has been a massive hype coin. This is dead, right? Who wants to buy this? Nobody wants to buy this. This is absolutely dead. Just going lower. And then obviously, what do we get here after a few months? Is an insane, epic, massive recovery that basically blows your socks off. And this is no doubt, we could be in this kind of stage right now where you're getting that pullback from the major breakout of the bull market. And then things is where it's going to start getting crazy in the next coming months, entering into 2025, where you start seeing the massive moves to the upside on those good crypto projects. Okay, and that's basically what we are expecting for entering into 2025, right? It's pretty simple. We need what I'm surprised about, and we are going to go through some news. Thank you for the solid technical analysis, Liberty in Trust. Thank you very much for the super chat, my brother. And understanding, one must plan your trade. You are the absolute best. Thank you. You rock it. Hey, Liberty, thank you very much for that kind comment. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying. Glad you're learning. We need to plan the trades. Obviously, we need to be very, very cautious. Okay, with our trading, right? We need to plan very, very carefully our trading setups. No doubt, all the time, not just randomly long, short. We need to know where to take profit. We need to know where to protect position. And basically, Bitcoin's pulling back down now. Bitcoin's pulling back down, guys. I said, hey, we want to make sure to lock some profits. Now is the moment. This move down is pretty aggressive. I didn't want to see this move down. I don't want the price to move down as fast. What I want to see is a three-wave move here. If we don't get a three-wave move structure, I don't like this drop. This ain't looking great. This is not looking great. This is why it is important. If you got into a good long position, take some profits at the VWAP. The price has moved $500-600 already. We talked about that VWAP. We're getting a bit of a move to the down basically getting a reaction at the VWAP. Always, guys, always. If you get into aggressive long scalp, okay, long day trade scalp, you get a move out up. Take the profits. Take some profits. You are too greedy. You think the price is going to get a epic recovery, and apparently that is not the case, not just yet, because we are trending to the downside during the last few days. So we just need to, if you are getting into very good long positions locally here, make sure to lock in some profits from these trading setups. Let's take a look at some news right away, because we've got big breaking. We do have David Hirsch of the SEC government, okay, the Security Exchange Commission, quits and becomes head of trading at Solana's Pump.Fun launchpad. we can see this is crazy, right? This could only happen in the 21st century, right? Something like this would never happen in the 1900s, right? It's just something. This has to happen, right? In the 2020 times. This is absolutely crazy. We've got somebody from the Security Exchange Commission joining Solana's pump.fun launchpad. Meme coins are pumping hard. Absolutely crazy. Who would have thought, right? From the Security Exchange Commission joining a Solana meme launchpad. Crazy times, guys. Crazy times. Crypto is the future, right? We got it here. Just in, Tether, the world's largest stablecoin, launches new synthetic dollar backed by gold. This is pretty exciting. I like it, no doubt. You got Tether backed by gold, which is a great idea, no doubt. It's a great idea. This is just more adoption, just growth of crypto happening at the moment very, very fast, even though altcoins are bleeding, right? June 17th, Bitcoin ETF update. We have minus 2,210 Bitcoin outflows from yesterday. So, yeah, a little bit of outflows from the ETFs, probably giving a little bit of the selling pressure that we're having currently. Funding rates are slightly positive, showing bullishness. By the dip, we got funding rates flipping bullish during the last basically 24 hours. Not necessarily this means that this is bullish. I would rather see the funding rate negative than actually positive to look for a reversal point, right? When you have a lot of people shorting the market. So funding rates in positive doesn't really mean that it is bullish. For me, it means that people are still longing, retail are still longing here, and you want to see this negative, right? In my understanding. Cheat sheet, still believe that we are in disbelief. Bitcoin could correct much lower, guys. I mean, there is several bullish case scenarios here. Bitcoin could still correct to the $60,000 range, even below, and form a higher low here even sooner, right? We are looking for that wave. There is billions of dollars of short liquidations. The question is, are these billions of dollars of shorts big market makers, right? That is the question that you always need to ask yourself. It doesn't mean that because we have billions of dollars of short liquidations here that the price is going to short squeeze. This is maybe big players. This is maybe, institutions that are shorting here, and they are ready to short more. Okay, so be cautious with the liquidation zones. We never know who's the big player, right, on the liquidation side. Something to take into consideration, obviously. But overall, if the price of Bitcoin were to correct all the way down here, let me just clean the chart here because of the daily levels, weekly. Just do a quick clean here of the chart. We don't want so many levels right now for this. Even though if Bitcoin does correct down below $56,000, it's still in bullish market structure. Okay, it's still in bullish market structure. There is a case here. There is a scenario which is looking very, very scary. And actually, Aditya shared this with me today. He's providing insane analysis, and he's seeing the possibility that this third wave has finished. And I'm going to give kudos to you, my man, because there is a possibility that this third wave has finished, and we're going to get a much larger pullback here, coming down to the 50% Fibonacci, potentially, which is a common retracement. It's coming down to $49,000 almost. The main reason why is because he's counting and it's possible. It is definitely possible. It's a little bit of a shallow count that we possibly formed a one wave here already in this move that we have had in between September and October, because it was quite long, right? Because he is analyzing this scenario, right? In this case, the fifth wave being larger than the third wave, which is acceptable. As long as the third wave is not the smallest wave, you could have an overshooting fifth wave, which is definitely a possibility. Something to consider. If that were to be the case, then that is the only scenario that we could look at for if we do lose the $56,000. Then in a three-wave structure, larger three-wave structure, if we come down to $50,000, people are going to be absolutely panicking. There will be crapping their pants, in a nutshell. There will be very, very scared of this corrective move. If we go to $50,000, even hit the $49,000, $48,000 range, my goodness, you know, there's no doubt going to be people saying that this was just the top of the bull market. We formed an epic double top, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We're going to likely form a higher low. The adoption, there's ETFs happening. We got Australia ETFs trading live just a few days ago. The adoption is growing very, very fast, and there's a lot of accumulation going on here, and we can see that on data. There is actually accumulation happening at these levels. 20,000 Bitcoin have been accumulated by the whales on this recent correction that we've had during the last few days. So we can see actually buying pressure with this corrective move. Okay, so yeah, actually we are seeing some significant buying pressure with the movements down, meaning that it is rare to see if the whales are buying at this zone. We have a chart, and I will get that chart ready for the next live stream. We mentioned it on a live stream just a few days ago, where just after breaking the previous all-time high of the bull run, we could see already massive selling pressure. So that we saw selling pressure already at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. The whales were actually getting out. They were selling their Bitcoin as retail was FOMOing in. So they were buying the Bitcoin that they were selling, buying up to $60,000, and then obviously getting that epic bear market from 2022 and part of 2023, right? Cup&Handle. We have some charts here from some individuals. We talked about this on a live stream as well just a few days ago. What do you guys believe? Let me know in the comment section. Are we forming a Cup&Handle on Bitcoin, and we're going to get an epic breakout from the all-time high? I'm a bit skeptical on the all-time high breakout. Okay, I think it's going to be choppy. There's going to be a lot of selling pressure at $75,000, $80,000. I don't think we're going to reach $100,000 plus Bitcoin very easily, guys. And a lot of people are selling this thing that obviously at some point we are going to hit above $100,000. But as a trader, we just need to realize how there is a huge amount of selling pressure at all-time high, right? Why didn't we smash all-time high right over here? So we do get that big selling pressure when we hit all-time high on any asset, right? Local double tops are just, it's something classic, right? You just hit the highs and you get a lot of people selling. Everybody's in profit here at all-time high. What happens when everybody's in profit? You're going to get the smart people getting out first. You're going to get the smart people getting out first. So the good thing is this consolidation. I like when we consolidate at an all-time high, especially for several months. This is only bullish. If we start dancing around here for the next coming months, you know, this could be a much larger handle scenario, and this is only going to be bullish. When you top out, you want to see big movements down very, very fast. In a matter of a few weeks, you want the whales to get those profits out and come down very fast. You don't want to consolidate here for several months. This is not how you top out on a bear market, okay? In a bull market, you don't top out like this. You top out fast. There's just a few weeks where it happens, and then you start moving down very aggressively the months after that. You don't consolidate for many, many months, right? Just tapping the lows, tapping the highs, because this is bullish. This is only just reaccumulation when you're at all-time high. You don't form a huge consolidation and you top out. It's not how it works. People take profits faster than you think. So anyway, Tom Lee said 150 by the end of July. By end of July, 150,000 Bitcoin. Maybe it's going to be postponed. It's probably not going to happen in July. Anyway, so yeah. Let's go. Tom Lee said 150k Bitcoin by end of July. I think it's not going to happen that soon, okay? Stay cautious with the media, okay? And these big players, you know, they're influential people, no doubt. Big investors, billionaires, stay cautious. It's probably not going to happen that soon. 50K more likely, says 𝗕𝗵𝘃𝗃. Yeah, 50K more likely, very possible. Not much more to talk about here. We do have also this inverted head and shoulder from Crypto Proof, saying that we are forming the right shoulder here at the $65,000, $64,000 range. Yeah, we are going to see. It does make sense that we could be forming a higher low at this zone, but still a little bit soon, guys. We're just in a downtrend, choppiness, testing this level, testing the level, testing the level. We could be on the verge of getting a major collapse, okay? Stay very, very cautious. We need to see beautiful things on Bitcoin here for a major move to the upside. We are trending down. Just because this is a downtrend doesn't mean we need to break up, huh? It does not mean that we need to break up, right? Classic technical analysis would be thinking this downtrend is going to reverse at some point. Stay cautious trying to catch the bottom. You know, downtrends could break down. We have seen it before. And we are, you know, at a very, very thin line of support at the moment, because if we lose this 64,500 successfully, which we are just testing right now, if we need to get choppiness, guys, I need to see sideways momentum, proof of support in the coming hours to believe that we are going to get a reversal at the moment, okay? Very dangerous zone. We've got a big gap here, and we could drop straight through to the low 63K levels, okay? And even lower. Legends, thank you very much for joining. Remember, if you are interested in trading, you got Bybit. For me, is the #1 crypto trading platform. You got an insane bonus down below. You also have 𝗕𝗫𝗃𝗃 and bluffing. There are no KYC. You have the greatest bonus, okay, down below in the description. Check it out, guys. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Smash up the like button on your way out, and I will see you tomorrow.